Emotet malware. Emotet first appeared around 2014 as a relatively simple banking Trojan, but by 2026 it has evolved into one of the most persistent and dangerous malware ecosystems still active today. What makes Emotet especially dangerous is how it spreads. It relies heavily on phishing emails that look convincingly real, often impersonating coworkers, companies, or ongoing conversations. A user might receive a message that appears to be part of a previous email thread, complete with familiar formatting and language, which dramatically increases the chances of interaction. Once the user opens an attached file or enables macros, Emotet installs itself quietly in the system. Inside the machine, it does not immediately cause visible damage. Instead, it turns the infected computer into part of a larger network of compromised devices, often called a botnet. From there, it begins downloading additional malware, effectively acting as a gateway for more dangerous threats such as ransomware or data-stealing Trojans. This layered infection process is what makes Emotet particularly powerful. It is not just one threat, but an entry point for many. The scale of its impact has been enormous, affecting governments, hospitals, and corporations worldwide, sometimes shutting down entire networks. What distinguishes Emotet is its adaptability. It constantly changes its code to avoid detection and frequently updates its delivery techniques. By 2026, it represents a new model of cybercrime infrastructure, where malware is not just a tool, but a service used by different attackers. Its existence has forced organizations to rethink email security, user awareness, and the concept of trust in digital communication. TrickBot Trojan. TrickBot emerged around 2016 and quickly became one of the most sophisticated modular Trojans still active today. Unlike simple malware that performs a single function, TrickBot is designed as a flexible platform that can be expanded with different capabilities depending on the attacker's goals. It typically spreads through phishing campaigns or as a secondary infection delivered by malware like Emotet. Once inside a system, TrickBot begins by mapping the internal network, identifying connected devices, shared files, and administrative credentials. This reconnaissance phase is critical because it allows attackers to understand how to move laterally within an organization. Instead of attacking one computer, they can gradually take control of an entire network. TrickBot also specializes in credential theft, capturing login details for banking systems, corporate accounts, and even internal infrastructure. In many cases, it acts as a preparation stage for ransomware attacks, giving attackers full access before deploying a more destructive payload. The damage caused by TrickBot has been severe, particularly in corporate environments where entire systems have been compromised. What makes it unique is its modular structure, which allows it to evolve continuously and adapt to new security measures. By 2026, TrickBot represents a professionalized approach to cybercrime, where attackers operate with precision, patience, and long-term strategy rather than quick, chaotic attacks. Ryuk ransomware. Ryuk ransomware, first identified in 2018, remains one of the most feared threats in 2026 due to its targeted and destructive nature. Unlike widespread ransomware that infects random users, Ryuk is typically deployed after attackers have already gained deep access to a network using tools like TrickBot. This means that by the time Ryuk is activated, the attackers already understand the system and can maximize the damage. The infection process often begins with phishing or stolen credentials, followed by a period of silent infiltration where attackers disable backups, security tools, and recovery mechanisms. Only then do they deploy the ransomware. Once activated, Ryuk encrypts critical files across the network, making them inaccessible without a decryption key. The impact is immediate and severe. Organizations can lose access to their data, systems, and operations within minutes. Hospitals have been forced to delay procedures, businesses have halted operations, and governments have faced service outages. Ryuk's ransom demands are often extremely high, sometimes reaching millions of dollars, reflecting its focus on high-value targets. What sets Ryuk apart is its precision and planning. It is not just an attack, but a coordinated operation designed to create maximum pressure. By 2026, it symbolizes the industrialization of ransomware, where attacks are carefully orchestrated and financially motivated.